Welcome to Paranormal Almanac with your host, Curt Sandvik.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Hey, howdy, hi, and happy holidays. That's right. I'm your host, Curt Sandvik, and this is another edition of Paranormal Almanac, the holiday edition of Paranormal Almanac. It is Christmas Eve in the morning. It's not, it's not the future. It's Christmas Eve in the morning. And I'm using my new-ish, I think I used it on the last episode, but I forgot to mention it, new-ish mic stand. So it's no longer a mic stand with ED problems. This mic stand actually stands up the whole time. Look at that. It's not going to fall down. Fingers, knock on fake wood, fingers crossed. That's right. It is the holiday edition of Paranormal Almanac. So it's the second annual Weird Christmases from around the world. World. See, it got louder again because I'm going around the very round world, not flat. If you think the earth is flat, this show is probably not for you. But first, as always, we've got shout-outs. That's right, shout-outs heading out to the patrons. Head on over to patreon.com/paranormalalmanac. The patrons got a very special Christmas music video that's only for them and has not been taken down from YouTube. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I had a Christmas song called Yeti Fucked Santa taken off of YouTube due to, quote, complaints. Apparently, make all the songs you want about Yeti. Make all the songs you want about Santa. But you make one song about Yeti fucking Santa? Nope. That's a line you crossed the line. You've gone too far. We've got to take it down to protect the people of the world. So you might be saying, well, how do I watch the very awesome, high-budgeted music video for Yeti Fuck Santa? Well, you can head on over to the Facebook fan page or the Paranormal Almanac fan page. That's two separate fan pages or two separate pages. Or you can go to Patreon and see it there. I don't know. Or I don't know, maybe I'll mail it to you. I don't know. Just find it is what I'm saying. And if you want to hear a bit of the song, what's that? You guys do want to hear a bit of the song? Yeah, you sure? Okay. Well, before I get to the shout-outs, let's play a little bit of the song that was banned from YouTube. The song that was too naughty for YouTube. Yeti Fuck Santa. Okay, kids, gather round for a Christmas story you might not have heard. Now, this story takes place at the North Pole while Santa was getting the toys ready for Christmas Eve. Him and his elves were busy checking the list and checking it twice when an unexpected visitor showed up that night. Sing along. The other night at the North Pole, Yeti showed up with fucking as his goal. No, not Rudolph or even Mrs. Claus. He wanted Santa to jingle on his balls. Oh no, Yeti fucked Santa. Oh no, Santa might be dead. Oh no, Yeti fucked Santa. No idea what got in his head. Santa tried to run, but he was just too slow. There was no need for any mistletoe. Yet he pinned him up against a tree. 'Tis the season just to be horny. Oh no, Yeti fucked Santa. Oh right, no, right, it wasn't making love. All right. That's plenty. It goes on for a whole nother minute, though, and the lyrics only get better and better. I sang a little bit live for you guys right there, too. So that's an exclusive. That was a Paranormal Almanac exclusive of Yeti Fuck Santa, the song that was too dirty for YouTube and was taken off of TikTok because, well, the video's up on TikTok, but it's muted because the song rights belong to, quote, Paranormal Almanac, so they took it down. That's me. I'm Paranormal Don't take down my own stuff. Come on. You can find it on Spotify, though. If you need a Christmas song to listen to on the way up to Grandma's tomorrow morning, the kids love to sing along to the song. It's got a catchy tune. You don't have to sing well, obviously, to sing it, as you just heard. I sang it, and I don't sing well. So, yeah, you can listen to it on Spotify. You can also listen to the other Christmas song on Spotify as well. The music video that's exclusive to the patrons. The song is also up on Spotify. So just search search Paranormal Almanac, and you will find everything. You're going to find all the Christmas songs. Hold on. Here we go. Here's a tiny taste of this one. It's called Cryptid Christmas. That's all you're going to hear. That's all you get to hear. You don't get to hear the full song. You gotta go to Spotify, where shockingly there has been less than 1,000 listens to every song I've written. That's shocking. I don't know how I'm going to win a Grammy for music if you guys don't listen to it at least 1 million times on Spotify. Get me like a gold record here, people. But that's your Christmas music. Let's get into the shout-outs to the people that make it happen. The patrons, head on over to patreon.com. If you want to really back the show, to help the show, to be a supporter of this show, head on over to patreon.com/Paranormal Almanac. Shout-outs going out to a Yowie Ate My Homework. Oh, I love that one. Tracy, Newt. Hey, howdy hi to Tracy, by the way. Newt, Brandon, Travis, Avril, Loch Ness, not a monster. That's another song that's on there. Hold on. I still got Spotify up. Loch Ness. Yeah. Stacy, Demolition Diva, Leviathan, The Wicked One, Ill Said Brian, Heather G's, Jeffrey B. I wonder if there's going to be a Jeffrey B's Heather G. I would like to see it. Scott, Johnny the Pommy, hey, howdy, hi. Oh, my God. It is Christmas. Hold on. It is Christmas time right now for Johnny the Pommy because they live in the future. The future of the world here. Hold on. What happened to my Christmas soundboard? There we go. Hold on. There we go. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to Johnny the Pommy if you celebrate. Shout-outs going out to Matt Lord, JT Doogie Whore, Mike G, Tracy B, Ryden, Jeff, Wayne, Richard, Charles, Lori, Alec, Roger, Kimberly, Karen, Ethan, Sylvester, Duran, Cobalt Slayer 42, Lori, Alicia, Rebecca, Esteban, Orlando, Ann, Stephen Scher, hey, howdy, hi, Jane Ann, thank you guys so much for the card. Stephen Scher and Nico Scher, thank you. It's the sweetest thing ever. Jane Ann, Jennifer, Heather G, your friendly neighborhood skinwalker, Zuzus, what's it? Oh, hold on. That's what I thought. There's something going on again. There we go. Your friendly neighborhood skinwalker, Zuzus, what's it? Nico Share the Mouse, Andrew, Marcantina, Tortuga, Mike from Jersey, JB, Andy, Tracy, Virginia, Tony the Magician, Jason, Vicky, Crow, The Beta Works, Isabel, Jen, Amber, Tracy, Kelly Joe, Menace the Beast, Kick-Ass Magic Robot Webcomic, Sandy, Paige, Couch, Scott, Andrea, Melody, Vanessa, Marisol, Becca, Jake, Charlotte, and the Beasties, or Bake as I like to call them. If I Was the Devil. Elizabeth, Sherry, hey, howdy, hi, and a happy holidays, Sherry. Art Muffin, Tim, Kenneth, Alexandra, George, Zozo the Demon, Hayden, Cindy, Ashley, Robin, Will, Lauren, Russell, Isabel, Audra, Dorian, Cindy, Paula, Jerry, Jeff T, hey buddy, Joe, Lawrence, Melissa, the Lawrence Strawn. Happy holidays and happy holidays to you too. Veronica, J. Mark, Autumn, Carolyn, Nashi, Todd, Jamie, and Elijah Hendrickson. I haven't seen them for a little bit. I got to reach out to them. Dan, Laura Pitts, and the one, the only Gamer Fan, with 2 special shout-outs, as always, going out to Joe Teague and to my boy Stitch. Yeah, so I'm going to do something that I haven't done for a little while. I want to do a couple of patron shout-outs. Not Paramaniac shout-outs, I'll put it that way, because it's not just patrons. Paramaniac shout-outs. I'm going to do it for the next couple episodes, where if you have something that you want promoted on my show, I will do it. I'd much rather have the ads go to you guys than to, I don't know, people where I'm not going to get the money. So, first of all, the Kick-Ass Magic Robot webcomic. You got to go and check it out. If you want to check out something else, how about go over to twitch.tv/Alasha Mondragon. I'm going to hear. Alasha Mondragon. That is ALASHAMON Dragon, like, you know, the creature. DRAGON. So go on over to twitch.tv, Alasha Mondragon. ALASHAMONDRAGON, and follow them. Please follow them. Or you can go over to youtube.com, and it is Alasha, that's ALASHAMON Dragon Gaming -S41. Look, follow them. They're a patron, they're a Paramaniac, they're awesome, they're cool. I am literally subscribing as I'm doing this right now. They say, hi, everyone, I'm a gamer. You know, video games, board games, role-playing games, all the games. Well, I should do art and costumes. This channel will be mainly dedicated to video games. And you know what? Heck yeah, I'm on board with all of that. In fact, when I'm done with this episode, I'm going to go play a video game, because I haven't played a video game in a while, and I got today off, so I want to play a freaking video game. So, if you want your thing promoted, please send it over to me. I'm not joking. I'm going to promote stuff for the patrons. I've got another one coming up in just a little bit. Or should I do it now? Maybe I'll do it now. No, I'm gonna wait. I'll do it a little bit. But well, I don't know. No, I'm going to do it now. I'll get it out of the way now. I want you guys to go over to briarandtherose.com. That's Briar, BRIAR, and therose.com for some of the most beautiful jewelry I've ever seen. Paramaniac friend of the show, Jeff Teal, he makes the jewelry. It's Briar and the Rose. It's custom designs. They're gorgeous. You get pendants, rings, all kinds of cool stuff. And the rings, I mean, the pendants, I absolutely love the pendants, but the rings are gorgeous. He does incredible, incredible work. So check it out, briarandtherose.com. That's, there you go. There's 2 shout-outs. If you guys want shout-outs for the next episode or plugs for the next show, please send them over to me, paranormalalmanac@gmail.com. I want to promote you guys. Instead of promoting, like I said, things that I don't get paid for, or not that I'm getting paid for these, but things that I don't know or care about or have any control over, like the stuff that Spotify puts on my show, I would much rather plug you guys. So please send them over to me, and I will do my best. I've got brand new Paranormal Almanac music that I was just sent, and I completely forgot to load it up. So that'll be the next episode. For this one, let's just do this song.
Paranormal news. There was this one night we were out in the field, and suddenly there was this incredibly bright light descending from the sky. Next thing we knew, we were in this big white road, and standing in front of me was this slimy two-legged creature with these wide lizard-like eyes across its face. 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 Lizard-like eyes.
Don't wanna like
Lizard-like eyes across its face.
right, paranormal news. I accidentally clicked a button that I wish I'd never clicked, and that's Mariah Carey. Sorry, everybody. I did not mean to click that button. I was trying to open up the first news story for paranormal news. Before I get to the first news story, there is one thing that I kind of do want to plug that I've not been asked to plug, and that is Harridan Vodka, Harridan. Harridan Vodka. They've got the Paranormal Reserve. It is way cool. The limited edition collection of Harridan Vodka was rested for a month in two of America's most haunted asylums, the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia and the Pennhurst Asylum in Pennsylvania. Comprising 700 bottles split between the two famous haunted locations. This will not return after it's sold out. Yeah, that's cool. It's a little bit on the pricey side. It's $179, but wow, that is cool. I would like to do a promotion with them, so I'm going to have to reach out to them and see if I can do a promotion with them. But they seem like very, very cool people, and frankly, it seems like a very cool product. All righty, the first story in paranormal news. World's smartest man with a 210 IQ gives extremely interesting answer when asked, does God exist? The man known as as Chris Langan. I don't know what my IQ is. I was just trying to think about, while I was reading this headline. I have no clue. I know it's not 210. Please. I mispronounce things so often on this show. You know it's not 210. But I wonder what my IQ is. Maybe I shouldn't find out, because I would be really disappointed if I found out that I'm not a smart man. Anyhow, Chris Langan is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent people in the world with an IQ estimated between 190 and 210. Okay, if he doesn't even know if it's 190 or 210, how smart could this guy be? Best known for his cognitive theoretic model of the universe, this genius discussed the idea of God in recent interviews, providing insights into the complex worldview. See, I could barely read that sentence. Langan, whose CTMU theory links reality and consciousness in a structure that explains existence, states unequivocally he believes in the existence of God. He said, yes, the reality has an identity. The identity is that as which something exists. Matter of fact, when you say the word reality, you're naming an identity. You're identifying something. All right. It's not just me, right? That's not a normal sentence. Is this guy so smart that he can't speak normal sentences? I'm going to reread what he said. Yes, the reality has an identity. The identity is that as which something exists. Matter of fact, when you say the word reality, you're naming an identity. You're identifying something. Fuck that. That's not a sentence. If someone asks me, do you believe in God? And I go, oh, yeah, no, totally. God is a reality, and reality has an identity. And as you know, if God is real, then a reality has to be an identity, because if you don't have an identity, you don't have a reality. And then you print that, you're a fucking idiot, because that doesn't mean anything. That's just gibberish. He elaborated on how his theory supports the idea of a divine presence, explaining the properties of reality correspond with those traditionally attributed to God. Something about a mathematical structure, that sentence doesn't make any sense. He says, so you come up with the identity and then you search for its properties. Once you've built the preliminary framework, you start deducing the properties of this identity, and you find out that those properties match those of God, as described in most of the world's major religions. He said God is not a personified being, but as the identity underlining the interconnected properties of reality. This guy's fucking with us, man. This guy is scamming all. No, he is not the smartest man in the world. Screw this crap. He describes death as the end of one's relationship with their physical body, but not the end of existence itself. Okay, I've said that. I've said that numerous times on previous episodes. No one's printing this and saying I'm smart. He said that's the termination of your relationship with your particular physical body that you've had at this present time. When you are retracted from this reality, you go back towards the origin of reality. You can be provided with a substitute body, another kind of terminal body that allows you to keep on existing. He says the consciousness continues beyond physical death, returning to what he calls the origin of reality. He likened the post-death state to meditation. Now you're basically meditating, seeing everything change, however you exist that way right now. Arguably, all of your lifetimes, if you were to be reincarnated again and again and again, all of those reincarnations are meta-simultaneous. There is a sense in which we all occur at once in the non-terminal domain. All right, this is all stuff that I've said I think, better than the way he's saying it. I also think that, yeah, when you die, you go up to heaven, if you will. Time doesn't work in heaven. Based on what everybody that's gone to heaven and come back, or died and come back, have said, that time does not work the same way it works on earth. So that even though it's been like 24 years since my grandfather died, up in heaven, that could be a minute. Or he could have lived a bunch of different lifetimes in parallel universes this entire time, doing like reincarnation, simultaneously. I've said this in the past, people. No one's asking my opinion, and no one's calling me the world's smartest man. Yeah, I do think that time does work way differently in the next realm, whatever you want to call that, heaven, the afterlife, whatever you want to call that. All right, before I get to the next story in paranormal news, I do want to tell you guys about something that I'm going to be doing. It's on January 4th, so if you're in California and you'd like to do it too, it's actually, you're going to be doing something with someone way cooler than me. It's called Walking with Ghosts, Real-Life Hauntings with Amy Bruni of Ghost Hunters and Kindred Spirits, an awesome person, and you've heard her on this show. She's got that amazing cookbook. Well, Amy Bruni is doing a ghost walk in Santa Ana, California on January 4th at 6 p.m. It's called Walking with Ghosts, Real-Life Hauntings with Amy Bruni. It's the only West Coast presentation of Walking with Ghosts. Maybe it's not a ghost walk. I always thought it was a ghost walk. Is it not? Let's find out together. Walking with Ghosts, the Real-Life Hauntings with Amy Bruni is a deep dive into actual haunted encounters. Attendees can expect to experience authentic evidence of the paranormal, haunted objects from Amy's personal collection, and actual interactive investigations with the audience. The Walking with Ghosts tour offers a unique opportunity to delve in the eerie and unexplained. Oh, okay, so it's not a walk, even though it's called Walking with Ghosts. It's a show by Amy Bruni. Well, I'll be there no matter what, so I'll be in the audience with you. Hopefully, I'll get called up on stage and I can interact with Amy Bruni yet again, because I think she is incredibly cool, incredibly awesome. I am a member of the Paranormal Circle that she does. You can head to her website for that. It's well worth it. I had a lot of fun with her when I interviewed her on my show. I think she's fantastic. So, if you're in Santa Ana on January 4th at 6 p.m. and you want to sit in the audience with me, sounds cool to me. Let's do this. All righty, up next in paranormal news, ex-astronaut, that's NASA astronaut, ex-NASA astronaut spots what is going on with this website. My God, there's like 9,000 ads that just popped up. All right, we all calm down here, website. The ex-NASA astronaut spots 2 metallic spherical UFOs at 9,000 feet. That's right, former NASA astronaut Leroy Chow reported metallic orbs about 3 feet wide passing within 20 feet of his plane without warning from air traffic control. He shared the mysterious and unsettling encounter involving metallic orbs during a flight in his light aircraft. He served on multiple space missions and was the 311th human to fly in space. That's cool. He recounted that 2 spherical metallic orbs, approximately 3 feet in diameter, flew past his plane at an altitude of around 9,000 feet. He was flying back to Houston, Texas in August when the incident occurred. It's just kind of dumb luck that they didn't hit me. It could have been a bad result if they actually hit me. It happened so quick, there wasn't even a chance to get scared. He said the objects passed within 20 feet of his aircraft, leaving him stunned. Said it wasn't on the radar, air traffic control certainly didn't alert me, and it wasn't on my display that shows other airplanes that are participating with the FAA or the transponders. I don't know what it was. My first guess is it's some kind of military program, a drone of some kind, but you know, it's hard to say, right? Frankly, I think whoever was operating the drone wasn't aware that I was there. That is cool. That is a respected pilot and astronaut who's seeing these orbs as well. Something's going on, more than just what they're saying in the news. And don't get me started on the New Jersey drones. I have an explanation. It's still the only valid explanation. If you don't know what it is, become a patron or head on over to the Facebook fan page because I talk about it there. All right, final story in paranormal news before we get into this holiday edition. Uh-oh, what just happened? All right, here we go. It's coming, trust me. Here we go. The final story in paranormal news, Loch Ness, how scientists research revives the tale of the infamous photo hoax. Now, if you don't know what the photo hoax is, there is the most well-known photo of Nessie, which was a little cardboard dinosaur head put on a toy submarine, and then they took a black and white photo of it. It's the most well-known photo of Nessie. Well, this scientist says, oh, no, that's not what it was, and I know what Nessie is. It is the dorsal fin of an orca whale. Well, no, it's a known fake photo, completely known fake photo, so it's not that. Sorry, buddy. It's not an orca, and people have seen way more weirder things out there than that. All righty. That's it. That's a whole story. That's all you need to know from that one. I want to get into this story. Or get in this episode. So, let me take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Paranormal Almanac. We are back. That's right. We're back. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holidays. Happy Honda days. Whatever it is you're celebrating, it's December 24th, and it's also the second annual Weird Santas from around the world. World. Yeah, that's right. Santa, you know, the creeper who watches you when you're sleeping, knows when you're awake. Yeah, he's a creeper, but around the world, there are other creepers just like him. So let's find out about them together, shall we? Alrighty, for this first one, hold on. I want to take a drink real quick. If you've got something to drink, now's the time to take a drink. Whenever I say, hey kids, whenever Uncle Curt says it's time to take a drink, you grab the nearest alcohol in your parents' liquor cabinet and have a drink. All right, there we go. For this first one, we go to Italy, where instead of a fat old white guy with a beard, they have La Befana. That's right, La Befana. She's also known as the Holiday Witch of Italy. Now, she doesn't drop down chimneys on December 25th. Nope. She waits till January 5th to deliver gifts to good children on what is called Epiphany Eve. Epiphany Eve is the night before the three wise men were said to arrive at baby Jesus' manger. Or, in case you didn't know it, January 5th is the 12th day of Christmas. You know, like from the song when, 12 drummers showed up and made a shit ton of noise, scaring all the birds from all the other days. That's right, the 12 days of Christmas. If you celebrate the 12 days of Christmas, it's not leading up, the 12 days like leading up to December 25th. You're doing it wrong, people. People are mocking you for having 10 Lords a leaping all over the place way too early. No, it's the 12 days leading up after Christmas. It ends on the 12th day is January 5th when La Befana comes down. Anyhow, back to La Befana. So the stories of La Befana, no, phone, I'm talking about La Befana. The stories of La Befana vary, but she's an old woman who encountered the wise men and turned down an invitation to join them on their quest because she was too busy sweeping. Or, Curt here, perhaps she's already seen a baby. It's not worth traveling to go see one, especially one you don't even know. If three wise guys showed up to my door right now while I'm taping, right now, and said, hey, do you know where this baby that's about to be born is? Well, you're right. First, I would tell them to go to St. Joseph's because that's probably your best bet to find a baby. But if they said, you want to go to St. Joseph's with us to see the baby? I'd be like, no. You know what? I'd make up a lame excuse like I have to sweep or do dishes or something too. But no. So, La Befana, I get you. I've seen a baby. It's not worth it. Look, I don't think babies particularly smell good, and I think most babies are ugly, but you're not allowed to tell them that. You can't say you're an ugly baby or tell the parent, that's an ugly kid. That looks like a shriveled old little dude, man. But anyhow, so they leave her house, and then she goes, crap, you know what? I kind of do want to see a baby. So she goes to try and find Jesus, but get this. She's never able to find Jesus. which, it's weird. I don't how she's not, for a hot minute there, Jesus was a pretty big deal. Everyone around town knew him, so she didn't try very hard. It's not like she was like, "Whoa, crap, I missed him on that day. I'll see him when he comes around again." No, he's changing water into wine and healing the sick and crap. He's out there. You can easily find him if it's Jesus times. So nowadays, she travels on a broom, still searching and visiting children. That's pretty creepy. You're a creeper. Why are you looking around for still trying to look around to find Jesus? It's too late now. Go away. And you're just visiting every random baby in case they're Jesus? All right. It gets weirder, though. In traditional Italian iconography, there we go, Italian iconography, she is portrayed as having ember eyes, sharp feline teeth, a sharp and cutting tongue, and a sooty face from the chimneys she enters the house through. Hey, Timmy, let's go to the mall so you can sit on the scariest old ladies in the world's lap. Can you imagine going like, we got to go see La Befana at Macy's? Yeah, she's got amber eyes and sharp feline teeth and covered in soot, so you're going to get crap all over your nice Christmas suit. But you got to get your photo with the scariest woman imaginable. She's also described as an ugly, toothless old woman. Okay, that just seems mean. Grimm, from Grimm's fairy tale, he described her as a misshapen fairy, which is odd because that's how I describe Grimm. She's said to wear rags, a headscarf, and carries a broom and a sack or a basket that she keeps all her gifts in. So once a year on the night of January 5th, this freakishly scary old woman leaves the mountain caves where she's said to live and flies through the air, riding her broom backwards. I looked into it. No one explains why she's riding it backwards, but she does. And she brings toys or candy to good children and coal or cinders to naughty children in all of Italy. Which, when I heard this, I was like, hold on a second. Cinders. Aren't cinders hot? And then I had to Google it, and I found this. A cinder is a small, hot, glowing piece of wood or coal that remains after a fire has been put out. Cinders can remain hot for a long time after the flames have died down. So, Jesus, this scary freak monster woman is bringing something on fire that can burn the kid or burn the fucking house down? So in many poorer parts of Italy, and in particular rural Sicily, a stick in a stocking was placed instead of coal. Being a good housekeeper, many says she'll sweep the floor before she leaves the house. Oh, that's nice. Hey, kid, here's your burning cinder in your hand, but on my way out, I'll sweep your floor. So to some people, they think the sweeping the floor is sweeping away the problems of the year. Okay, there's got to be a better way to do that. Now, there's some more rules, though. I'm not done with La Befana, people. There's some more rules. Children must not watch her as she visits and delivers items, or they are in serious danger. And it says, as she does not like to be watched. Again, I tried to find out more, but no one wants to elaborate on that threat. There's another version that says, if the Befana catches someone watching her, they'll receive a playful thump on their shoulder from her broomstick. Let's see. In Rome, her house is said to be among the roofs of the Piazza Navona. Grimm said that she was a terror to children. Damn, Grimm. Man, Grimm had it out for her. Anyone else think that, she broke up with Grimm or wouldn't date him and, Grimm is, negging her hard? She's really ugly with no teeth or big sharp teeth, and, she's a terror to kid. She gives toothy blowjobs. Calm the fuck down, Grimm. We get it. You have a hot thing for Befana. Calm yourself. This other person, Saporin, I don't know who that is. Saporin said, she is grandmotherly, but witch-like, the target of endless mockery, but deeply loved, ridiculous and dignified, domestic, yet a wanderer. Weak and dependent, but feared and powerful. She's an old woman played by a young man. What the fuck, man? Everything you said was contradictory. She's the target of endless mockery, but she's deeply beloved. She's ridiculous, but dignified. Weak and dependent, yet feared and powerful. All right, pick a lane, dude. Now, there is an evil Befana. She is said to punish girls and women who spin on Epiphany Eve, which is prohibited in some places. All right. So I looked this one up, and it's either using a loom or the point where you drink too much and now the room is spinning, usually caused by drinking too fast, or by combining alcohol with marijuana, or spinning is when you play records like a DJ. So I don't know which one it is. It could be either one of those three. The old lady character should then represent the old year that just passed, ready to be burned in order to give place to the new one. In many European countries, the tradition still exists of burning a puppet of an old lady at the beginning of the new year. In northern Italy, this figure is called Gibbiana. All right. I guess if you take one thing away from this episode is, A, don't be a DJ on January 5th if you're a girl, because some fucking scary old woman is going to come down and hurt you. Or if you see an old lady on January 5th, be good. Whatever you do, don't bring up Grimm to that old lady on January 5th because, man, that dude's got it out for her. All right, so it's not just Santa's that's different in traditions. His reindeer can be different too, people. So, yeah, sure, Santa has reindeer, but Santa Claus's reindeer have been compared to Sleipnir, the eight-legged horse of Odin in Norse mythology. Why? No idea. That's pretty much all it says. I guess because he had 8 reindeer that fly, or there's an 8-legged horse that flies. Sure, why not? Let's keep going. Let's go with other Santas from around the world, like Santa Lucia, who is a veiled blind old woman who on December 13th bring gifts to children. She rides a donkey that tows a cart, accompanied by her helper, Castaldo. Why December 13th, you might ask? Well, because she can't read a calendar. She's blind. Just be happy it's somewhere in December, people. Look, there's a lot of variations on her. She seems kind of scary as well. So December 13th, be nice to old ladies. January 5th, be nice to old ladies. The rest of the year, you don't have to be nice to old ladies, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Here's a bunch of other Santas. I'm going to cruise through. He's mostly known as some variation of Santa Claus or Grandfather Frost in a lot of the countries around the world. Let's see. Afghanistan has Baba Chagalu. That's right. Baba Chagalu is the name of a white-bearded old man. Sure, why not? In China, we have Sheng Dan Lao Ren, which means old Christmas man, if you say it properly, and I'm sure I didn't. We have in Brazil, Ecuador, and Haiti, we have Papa Noel. In Albania, we got Baba Demri. In Armenia, we've got Ganget Baba. And if you're thinking at this point, Curt, you can't say places from around the world. You have a hard time with country names and shit like that. Why are you trying to say this shit? Well, because I'm already pot committed. I'm halfway through the list. I might as well keep going. No. I am doing an episode, peoples. All right. Yeah, I'm already pot committed. I might as well keep going. We got Saxta Baba. That's from Azerbaijan. Azerbaijanis also means Grandfather Frost. A lot of these mean Grandfather Frost. Like in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Djed Mraz, that's Grandfather Frost. We got Diado Kolada? I don't know. It's in Bulgaria. That means Grandfather Christmas. We got Julmanden. That is the Denmark one. It means Christmas man. I like that one. Like, you got Santa? Well, we got Christmas man. We've got, in Estonia, we've got Julvana, which means Yule Elder. Brazil's got Papa Noel, Father Christmas. Chile's got Old Man Christmas. Let's see. The Czech Republic's got something with a J and E, a whole lot of vowels. Jack, which means Santa Claus. I think I said Egypt, Baba Noel. Germany, we've got Weihnachtsmann, which is, again, Christmas man. I like Christmas man. Christmas man is so much better than Grandfather Frost, in my opinion. Let's see, we've got, in Norway, we've got Julenissen, which is Christmas gnome. That's kind of cool. Philippines, they got one, it's called Santa Claus. It's just spelled differently. Russia, they got Ded Moroz, Grandfather Frost. So in Russia, Ded Moroz, it's mostly in like Slavic countries, like Eastern Slavic countries. But at the beginning of the Soviet era, communist authorities banned Ded Moroz. However, the ban was lifted and he soon became a significant part of Soviet Russia Christmas. Its literal translation is Grandfather Frost or Old Man Frost, but traditionally the name is translated as Father Frost. He wears a heel-length fur coat in either blue or red, a semi-round hat, and valenki on his feet. He has a long white beard. He walks with a magic stick and often rides a troika. I had to look that up. A troika is a traditional Russian harness driving combination using 3 horses abreast, usually pulling a sleigh. He is often depicted bringing presents to well-mannered children and delivering them in person on the days of December and secretly under the New Year tree overnight on New Year's Eve. So you guys get Christmas presents on New Year's Eve. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Sweden, we got Jultomten, which means Father Christmas. Switzerland, we got Sammy Klaus, which is, Santa Claus. Turkey, they say Noel Baba for Father Christmas. And in parts of Mexico, here's a fun tradition. Radishes are carved to depict Christmas themes with prizes given to the best renditions. In Serbian homes, children bind their parents in a mock kidnapping, demanding gifts in exchange for their freedom from the Christmas kidnappers. What the absolute fuck kind of Christmas tradition is that? Then we got Christkind. In many countries, Christkind, like Germany, Austria, Czech Republic, Hungary, Slovakia, Switzerland, presents on Christmas Eve are delivered not by an elderly man with a long white beard, but by the Christkind, which English translates to Christ child. So it's probably Christkind, which is Christ child. So we get a little baby instead of a Santa Claus. But let's get back to some of the weirder ones real quick, though. How about Knecht Ruprecht? Now, Knecht Ruprecht, which is Servant Ruprecht, he is the Christmastime dark helper. He is the Christmastime dark helper. At a Christmas market, you'll usually see him striding alongside St. Nick in his dark brown robes. He may have a black or white beard, a staff or a bundle of cane, and perhaps a basket on his back. Sometimes he's simply the sidekick that holds the saint's bags. Other times, though, he'll walk up and ask kids if they can recite a prayer. If they do it, he'll give them gingerbread or a tangerine. If they can't, he'll whip the kids and or their parents. That's a lot of pressure, especially for a tangerine. I can give a fuck about a tangerine. If you said, Curt, recite a prayer right now, I'll give you a tangerine, I'd be like, no thanks. And then you're going to whip me? Screw that noise. In Saxony, Knecht Ruprecht represents a priest who is interrupted while saying Christmas Eve Mass by a horde of young ruffians partying out in front of the church. Well, this was in 1021, so we should go back in time, sorry. We go back to 1021. This guy is just trying to, he's a priest. He's trying to say the Christmas Eve Mass. Bunch of kids are outside being dicks. So Priest Ruprecht put a spell on them. They could not stop dancing for an entire year until the Bishop of Cologne finally stepped in to offer absolution to the ones who didn't die from it. That's like the reverse Footloose, man. Knecht Ruprecht, much like Tarantino, also has a shoe fetish and will leave you treats in your shoes or sticks in your shoes if you're bad, which I got to say is way better than what Tarantino will leave in your shoes. If you don't know, look it up. Knecht Ruprecht likes to hit kids with a switch or leave one for the parents to hit their kids on Christmas morning. I did notice that when I was researching this episode and the previous one that I did, there's a lot of fetishes involved with Christmas. Like, so much freaking whipping. How about this? We got Pierre Fouettard. Pierre Fouettard, he is the whipping father of France. Now, he accompanies Santa, but he whips all the bad kids. Shocker. Then, in the 1930s, Pierre Fouettard, he appeared in the United States under the translated name of Father Flog or Spanky. Yeah. So, it's just creepy. So, Father Flog or Spanky had really nothing to do with Christmas, but in the 1930s, he was celebrated with a female accomplice named Mother Flog. The two doled out specific punishments for specific childhood crimes, including cutting out the tongue for lying. This is in America in the 1930s. They were like, yeah, you know, Coca-Cola's got what? Santa Claus in his red suit? Yeah, that's cool and all. We got Father and Mother Flog. You can call him Spanky, but if you lie, he's going to cut your tongue out. All right, kids, go to bed. What the fuck is that about? Where should we? Yeah, let's keep going. I'm going to do a little bit more. Just a little bit more. This is a short episode. It's Christmas Eve. I got shit to do. Let's keep going to Hans Trap. And no, I'm not talking about what Lando did on Cloud City. Nope, that's the wrong one. There we go. Hans Trap. I'm not talking about what Lando did on Cloud City. There we go. Look, that's a good joke. I don't even care. That's a good joke. So, all right, shut up. So, Hans Trap is, all right, look. Technically, yes, I know it was a Luke trap on Cloud City that Lando did with Vader. So don't at me. I know it was a Luke trap, but Hans Trap, it's fuck off. Hans Trap, originally known as Hans von Trotha, was a German knight that was born around 1450. Now, he wielded power and influence, commanding 2 castles and earning the French honorary title of Chevalier d'Or. That's right. I pronounced it right. Chevalier d'Or. Now, he fought with the church and he was excommunicated, which led me to go down that rabbit hole of why do they call it excommunicated? Well, excommunicated comes from the late Latin excommunicare, which means put out of the community, because that's what happened if you were excommunicated. The whole community would be like, nope, fuck you, buddy, go away. All right, skipping ahead to the good stuff. Hans Trap. He is now a restless spirit haunting the Wascow at night. Legends say that his thirst for power led him down a dark path, making a deal with the devil. Because of this deal, he started dining on human flesh and became the Christmas Scarecrow, draped in straw, waiting on desolate roads for unsuspecting victims. Legend time. Oh, sorry, let's do this. Legend time. Legend says one fateful day, a young shepherd's boy, innocent and tender, Curt here, okay, creeper, that part's not needed. Shepherd's boy, well, he crossed paths with Hans Trap in full scarecrow outfit. And Hans stabbed the boy with the sharp stick. But I'm not talking like poking him or whipping him. No, he staked the fucking kid, killed him. So he carries the boy back to his lair and carves him up, but before he could cook and eat him, a divine lightning bolt, a punishment from the heavens, struck him down. Curt here, a little late with the lightning bolt there, God. You could have done it before he impaled the kid, but sure. Anyhow, how does this get to Christmas time? Well, Hans appears to naughty children in his scarecrow ensemble and attempts to scare them straight for St. Nicholas. Or he still hungers for kids' flesh and marks the children he plans to eat for his Christmas Eve feast. I would have been a much better kid if this was part of the Santa Claus story. Like, you know, if Bass and Rankin did, like, you know, the Christmas Scarecrow, and it's this guy that is marking kids to eat, like kill and eat later. A, I'd still watch that to this day, but B, I would have been a much better kid at when I was a kid. Like, oh yeah, I would have been like, yep, you got it, Mom. Please don't whip me. You and Spanky can whip each other later, but I'm going to go to bed waiting for my Christmas gifts. Look, that about does it for Weird Kinky Santas. Oh, also, don't Google Weird Kinky Santas unless you want to be whipped by Mother Flog later tonight. Yeah, so there you go. That about does it for the weird kinky Santas from around the world. The rest of the countries, you got some weird fucking... Look, again, even the American Santa or the traditional Santa, he's a creeper. He knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Likes to watch kids when they go to sleep. Seems to subsist only on milk and cookies. There's something wrong with that dude. But I guess, yeah, no, Santas are weird around the world. Never mind. I was going to say that ours are better, but no, it's not really. Santa's just a fucking weird thing. Why kids don't get freaked out that someone's coming into their house in the middle of the night? Like, that's pretty damn scary. You're saying this guy came into my house in the middle of the night and you're fine with this and was watching me while I slept and you're cool with this? I'm calling Child Protective Services. Yeah, it's a weird fucking time. It's a weird, cool, crazy Christmas time. But speaking of that, I want to thank you all for listening. It's been another year of Paranormal Almanac. It's been a funky year. I'll do my year-end wrap-up on the next episode. The next episode is my predictions, how I did in 2024, and my predictions for 2025. And I'm doing a hell of a lot more of them for 2025, and I'm not going to talk so much about celebrity psychics, because I'm air quoting the fuck out of that, celebrity psychics, because it's all bullshit. My predictions, all bullshit. But it's interesting to see which ones I get right, how many I get right and how many I get wrong. So it's just a fun episode. That'll be the next episode. Also, did Curt meet? I guess it's right. Did Curt meet Anna Kendrick? Tune in next episode to find out. That's right. Anna freaking Kendrick. Did I meet her? You'll have to wait to see. The next episode, I'm going to tell you. That was part of my predictions for 2024. Should be a good one. All righty. Once again, thank you guys so much for listening to these episodes. We're getting close, man. I think we're at 380 or 281. Technically, we're way over 300, but the official count is 281. So we got like 19, maybe 18 episodes till the 300th episode. It's coming up quick. It's coming up real quick. Be prepared for a very long 300th episode. Once again, I'm your host, Curt Sandvik, and this has been another Paranormal Almanac Christmas Weird Santas, Kinky Tarantino Santas edition. So, but